Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to describe Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto 40th chapter, text 23 onwards. In this context, I may say that 23 to 30, these 8 verses describe Akrura, expresses his humility and praise for his deliverance. So, Bhagavan Jivalokoyam Mohita Stavamaya Aham Mameti Asadgraho Bhramyate Karmavatmasu. O Supreme Lord, the living entities in this world are bewildered by your illusory energy, becoming involved in the false concept of I and mine. They are forced to wander along the paths of fruitive work. So Shiva Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Saratma Santika says, after praising the Lord, Akrura now reveals his delusion and the plight of those wandering along the path of fruitive work. Shiva Siddhar Swami in Bhagavad Gita says, Evam Sutva Bandha Mokhyam Prarthaitum Aha. After praising the Lord or worshipping the Lord, now he wants to deliver him. The Lord wants to praise the Lord to deliver him. Mokhyam Prarthaitum Aha. So, Shiva Sanatana Goswami in Vishad Vaishnava Toshan said, O merciful Lord, Bhagavan, you produce mercy. Though you are eager to deliver every by your form and pastimes, all jivas, jivaloka, are bewildered because you spread Maya to bewilder them. This is illustrated. They insist on thinking of their bodies as their self and their sons as their possessions because of lack of intelligence, or because they are opposed to renunciation, which is favorable to bhakti. They continually indulge in the path of karma, not bhakti to you. So, from 23-30, these 8 verses describe Akrura expresses humility and praise for his deliverance. So, from verse 24, Aham Chatmatmajagara Dharartha Sudanadiso Brahmami Swapna Kalpiso Mudha Satyadhiya Vibho. I too am deluded in this way, Almighty Lord, foolishly thinking my body, children, home, wife, money, and followers to be real, though they are actually as unreal as a dream. Siddhar Swami in Bhagavad Gita says, Na kevalam ayam loko aham api tatheva ityaha. Not only the whole world, but myself also. So Sripad Sanatana Goswami in Vishad Vaishnava Toshan says, the word cha means even. Because of being covered by Maya, I am deluded thinking these things are real or satya dhiya, though they are like objects in a dream. Repeatedly I am attached to them or become bewildered, Brahmami, since I am a fool without discrimination. I think of my body, Atma, and relatives and friends, Sadhana as well, servants and maids, animals and land, Adisu. That is to be expected since you pervade the world with Maya, Vibho. So, in verse 25, he prays, Anitya Natma Dukkhesu Vipraya Materi Am Danda Rama Tamavisto Na Jani Tatmana Priyam. Thus mistaking the temporary for the eternal, my body for myself and source of misery for sources of happiness, I have tried to take pleasure in material dualities. Covered in this way by ignorance, I couldn't recognize you as the real object of my love. So, Sripad Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Saratu Desantika says, Akrura elaborates on his foolishness in this verse. Those with a backward viparjaya mentality think the temporary fruits of action are eternal. The body is the soul, and the miseries of house and home are bliss. Such fools continually suffer the dualities of happiness and distress in this world. Because I am covered by ignorance, I cannot realize that you are the dearmost beloved of my soul, Atmana Priyam. Siddhar Swami in Bhagavad says that mudhatam eva prakatayati. How I am fool, that is being described in this verse. And Srila Sanatana Goswami in Vyad Vaishnava Doshan says, because of this, there are great obstacles. The three phrases such as so causes my intelligence is reversed. I take pleasure in dualities and am covered in ignorance. I do not know you who are dearer than myself. Otherwise, I would not be attached to my body and possessions. So I like to express, speak the next verse, that is verse 26. Jatha buddho jalam hitva praticchannam tad udbhavaihi abhyeti mriga trishnambai tadvat taham paranmukham. That means, just as a fool overlooks a body of water covered by the vegetation growing in it and chases a mirage, so I have turned away from you. And purport Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Sarata Desantika says, Akrura then illustrates the previous point with an example. A foolish man would give up water which is covered by grass and run after a mirage. In the same way, due to ignorance, I abandoned you who appear covered by Maya, turned away from you and turned toward my material body. In Bhagavad Gita, Srila Siddhar Swami says, Tadeva sadrushtantam aha jateti. With the example, Akrura is showing this verse. So in Srila Jiva Goswami in Laghu Vaishnava Doshan says, and the person with no discriminating power gives up water covered by vegetation, even though it is easy to discover, and goes far off seeking a mirage. By means this is well known. Similarly, I have given up you, the eva, and though you are full of powers and sweetness. So, I would like to stop here with a request to subscribe, share, and like our channel and get blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna